Good day to you. Welcome to our fish farm. This is Sticky Fish Farm and Smokehouse. Today I want to show you one of our ponds. This pond is about 10 meters by 10 meters and we have 10,000 pieces of juvenile inside this pond. Today we are going to be feeding them. Today they are 1 month old from juvenile. That is, today is the 30th day that they've been here from the age of a juvenile, from juvenile stage. So we want to give them food now. Currently they've consumed about 344 kilograms of a floating catfish feed. Today I'm going to be feeding them they are consuming 3 mm. The size of the fish feed they are consuming is currently 3 mm. So watch how I feed them. Like I said, this pond has about 10,000 pieces of juvenile and they've consumed 344 kilograms of a floating catfish feed. I started with 2 mm and now they are consuming 3 mm because they are now bigger. They can take 4 mm, but based on my own feeding plan, they are still consuming 3 mm. Again, this is another pond. We have 10,000 pieces of fish here. They are just about 19 days from juvenile stage and they are still consuming 2 mm floating catfish feed. I'm trying to make the feed go around so that each one of them can get something to eat. I don't have a particular quantity of feed fish I give them on daily basis. I only feed them based on their response to food. Sometimes they eat a lot, while sometimes on some days they don't eat much. So it depends on how they respond to food, so that I don't get to overfeed them. And very soon I'll be switching their food from 2 mm to 3 mm. Immediately they consume the remaining quantity, this remaining quantity of 2 mm, I'll be switching to 3 mm because they are bigger now. Let's go and feed those ones. The fish here are bigger. We put in 7,000 pieces of juvenile. Then they've consumed more than a ton of a catfish feed. So we want to feed them now. What they are currently eating is 6 mm of a fish food size. Now follow me, let's go. We have more fish to feed. Let's go. This is one of our ponds again. These ones are over 2 months and they've consumed more than 1,500 kilograms of fish feed. While we have some fish in our drainage, they've been there for more than a year. We don't feed them, we just left them there because we don't have a place to put them. So let's feed this one. This is 7,000 pieces juvenile. They've been here for more than 60 days. This are another set. We have 10,000 pieces here. They too are more than, I think they spent about 45 days here. This pond is not so big. We only have 7,000 here, 7,000 pieces of catfish from juvenile, and they are more than 2 months old. You might be wondering why we are putting lots of catfish inside a small space. The reason being that we are only targeting to take them to 350 grams, like the average weight at which we are going to harvest the catfish are just 3 pieces to 1 kilo. When 3 pieces are weighing a kilo, that is when we'll harvest them. And we already know the quantity of fish feed we are going to be giving them for us to achieve that average weight, and putting into consideration mortality and all other factors. That is why we are putting a lot of catfish in one place, so that you'll not be thinking maybe we are overstocking our catfish. We've done it several times and the result is good. That is why we keep doing it. That is okay. Follow me and let's pass. Let's go like this. These are another ponds that we have fish. We have 21,000 pieces of fish here. We stock them at the age of juvenile. Here also we have 21,000 pieces of juvenile. These ones are over 1 month. Look here. These ones are over 1 month, and they have already consumed more than 1,200 kilograms of fish feed. These ones, they've consumed close to, I can't really remember, but if I check our records, we'll see. But this, I'm certain they've consumed over 1,200, precisely 1,215 kilograms of fish feed, and they are under 2 months old. Currently, these fish, they can consume more than 60 kilograms on a stand. This is the first time I'm feeding them this morning, and I'm still going to feed them later in the evening. As of now, they've consumed above 20 kg. This is a very small pond. We only intend to use this pond as a nursery pond, whereby we'll only be keeping fish there for just 30 days or less, because it takes roughly 3 weeks to harvest fish in a pond and get the pond ready for another cycle of fish farming. In order to save ourselves time, so we intend to have this small pond ready, so that when we collect fish from our breeder, especially the juvenile, we'll put them here for a short period of time while we are working on the pond where we want to put them into. By then we'll be feeding the fish here, and they'll be getting bigger. So by the time the pond where they are going to is ready, we'll just transfer them over. You can see people working on the pond. We are putting predator nets so that the nets prevent predators like birds from eating our fish.